This video is going to be on month-end inventory and inventory adjustments. This will all be done in the Total eGolf back office. I'm going to use the live side to show you inventory and inventory adjustments just due to the fact that we have settings in there that will help describe these areas. I'm going to go ahead and log into the back office here. We're going to start by checking a few settings to make sure that you have the right codes in place and the right areas are set up to make these inventory adjustments at the end of the month or for credits during the month. So the first spot we're going to head to is going to be Setup, Pro Shop, and Reason Codes. These reason codes are just a one-time setup, and these are what we use to make those adjustments. So you'll see in here merchandise return for credit. We have our month-end inventory there, promotional adjustments, and then shrink. And the codes are right there. These codes are correct. Just make sure that if you need to create these reason codes in here, down at the bottom when you add the code, that you have the correct location code here. So if you needed to create a reason code, down in the bottom we would put the code ID, describe the reason, and then obviously add the correct account or GL code, which you can search in these inventory, in this description for inventory, and you'll see some codes there. Or obviously we could search for merchandise and pull up any codes that have that description. You would save that, and that's reason codes. So once again, that's Setup, Pro Shop, reason codes, and just confirm that you have your reason codes set up with the correct account numbers there. Next spot we're going to head over to is Reports, Pro Shop, and we're going to search in the report name for inventory. And you'll see this top report here, Inventory Count Sheet. So at the end of the month, it's a good report to use to give to your shop guys that are doing the count, or if you're doing the count yourself. This is a helpful resource there. So once again, that's Reports, Pro Shop, and they're going to search for inventory in the report area. Double click the inventory count sheet. We're going to select our site, which is Pro Shop. And you have a couple options here to hide available, so hide your quantities, or hide 0 quantities. I'm going to go ahead and hide 0 quantities and then show available. So when you print this report, as you can see there, we have all our inventory. And this is a good report once again to print, put in your counts, and we can obviously see variances there. For instance, accessories, mascot, head cover. If we were to count 4 here, we would know that there would need to be an adjustment. So this is the inventory count sheet. So once you print this, make all your counts and find your variances. You could go ahead and maybe highlight each line, or just signify the ones that need to be adjusted, where there's a variance from the total eGolf number compared to what you actually have in your Pro Shop. So let's take, for instance, if we were finished counting here, and this first ID number, 1539 ping pouch, if we were to count 3, we would need to make an adjustment by 1 to increase this inventory. So once you have this sheet finalized, you know the items that need to be adjusted. At that time, we're going to head over to Pro Shop, Inventory, and Adjustments. What you'll see here is your inventory adjustment area. You always want to start by clicking New. These features across the top are here. Just in case you're working on an adjustment, you can save it, come back, click this hourglass, and your saved work, you can go back to it. So we're going to click New. This transaction ID, it self-populates there, so you'll never have to type that in. This company, you don't need to use it. You have today's date that defaults. And then here's our reason codes, which we went over in the beginning of the video. So for this, we're obviously doing month-end inventory. If you were doing a promo item that you're trying to get out of inventory, or you had a merchandise return for credit, we can choose those reason codes here. So for this case, we're going to go with month-end inventory. And if you remember correctly, we want to make an adjustment of 1 to that ping pouch. So you have a couple options here. You could search for the ping pouch using these 3 little dots. It's going to populate all your items here. We could type in ping, and there we have our number there, so 1539 ping pouch, and you could select it from that area. Or you could type directly into the item ID from your count sheet. Hit the tab button. It's going to self-populate. Unit of measure should be each there. You do have to select each one of these boxes. Site ID is going to be Pro Shop. Quantity on hand, we see that 2 here. We need to increase by 1. You'll see new on hand is 3 with our unit cost, extended cost. This distribution button, it's just going to show you the codes it's being distributed to. That's all that area does. So if you just wanted to check your work, if you were doing multiple items at a time. Once again, just to reiterate, we could hit save here and you'll see it'll disappear. If we had to leave the workstation and come back, we could hit the magnifying glass. There's that adjustment I was making, double click it, and it's back in the inventory adjustment area, and I can make changes as needed. You can also clear out this adjustment you're making or delete it. And then obviously once you have the adjustments in here you would like and they're all correct, we're going to hit post at that time. We are in the live system right now, so I won't hit that post. Once you hit that post, you will see a report populate that you can print, just giving you a record of this adjustment. So once again, just to reiterate, we have setup, Pro Shop, reason codes. Make sure you come in here, have all your reason codes built up with the count numbers. Second spot for month end is going to be reports, Pro Shop. We're going to search for that inventory count sheet. Select our site. Print this report. We'll be able to make our counts, highlight where your differences are. And then you're going to move on to Pro Shop, Inventory, and Adjustments. Select a new adjustment, the month-end inventory reason code, or if you're once again making a merchandise return or promotional, choose the proper reason code, select your items, double check your work, make sure your quantities and costs are correct, and then we're going to post that inventory adjustment. So that is inventory adjustments and month-end inventory.